This book is called I Love You, Daddy Grizzle. One morning, bright and early, a little bird tapped on the window and whistled, "Wake up!" So Little Pip bounced out of bed and landed thud right beside a huge heap of snoring bedclothes. But just as he was about to give them a shake, Little Pip saw a note. And the note said, "Dear Little Pip, in case you've forgotten, today is a very special day. And someone might deserve a lion. So whatever you do, don't wake Daddy Grizzle. Thanks, Daddy Grizzle. XXX. Kiss, kiss, kiss." Little Pip studied the note and tried to remember what was so special about today. "Maybe it's my birthday," he grinned. "Or Christmas, yippee!" But no, neither of those things sounded quite right. In the end, there really was only one way to find out. "Wake up, Daddy Grizzle!" Daddy Grizzle sat up with a sudden start, and the first of the day's many questions began. "Daddy Grizzle," said Little Pip, "what is so special about today?" "Well," began Daddy Grizzle. But before he could explain further, Little Pip shouted, "Wait!" For suddenly, Pip had noticed that the special day was something to do with Daddy Grizzle. And now he wanted to remember what it was all by himself. "Can I have just one enormous clue?" he begged. "Well," said Daddy Grizzle, "last night after we'd hung up the banner, we planned a whole day out to celebrate my special day. And the first thing we decided to do was find some sticks." "Sticks?" repeated Little Pip. It wasn't much of a clue, but it was all he had. Sticks. And while Little Pip pondered on sticks, there was a knapsack to pack and some treats to be found. Then, hurrah! They were ready to go. So out they went into the bright sunny woods with the birds singing and the brook babbling to see how many sticks they could find. After they'd collected a whole heap of sticks, Little Pip remembered something else. "A campfire!" he shouted. "But can you remember where we planned to build our campfire?" asked Daddy Grizzle, giving his nose a huge exaggerated rub. "What's that called?" "What's that?"
Yeah.
"What's that?"
But
"I do remember," gasped Little Pip. "Big Bear Island!" "That's right," cheered Daddy Grizzle. "That's exactly where we plan to go." But oh dear, now there was something else they both had to remember. Where had Daddy Grizzle left the boat? What's that?
Bird.
A bird?
Yeah.
What is it?
Sebastian.
It's a squirrel. What are these?
Bears.
They found it eventually. "It's over here," called Pip. They then rode down the Splish-Splosh River, only stopping to wave at their friends, "Hello! Hello!" and dip their toes in the water. "It tickles, tee-hee." River, that's right. A beaver. Beaver. And when they reached Big Bear Island, they quickly jumped ashore and found the perfect place to make a campfire. But, oh dear, sighed Little Pip. We've got nothing to cook on the fire. Yes, we have, said Daddy Grizzle. Look what I remembered to bring. Marshmallows! Yippee! Shouted Little Pip. Today must be a very special day if we're having Oh. Suddenly, Little Pip remembered everything. Daddy Grizzle, he said very quietly, I've just remembered what's so special about today. It's the day when all the woodland creatures give their daddies a special day to thank them for all the lovely things they do. That's it, cheered Daddy Grizzle. I knew you'd remember. Well done, my Little Pip. But instead of looking pleased, Little Pip looked sad. Daddy Grizzle, he sighed. I've forgotten to make you a card or give you a present. Oh, don't worry, said Daddy Grizzle. We can make a card when we get home, and you've already given me a wonderful present. A day out doing all the things I like to do most. Rowing down the river, building a fire, and best of all, spending some time with my favorite little bear cub in the whole wide wood. You! Little Pip gave a big happy shrug and said, One day when I'm bigger, I'm sure I'll be much better at remembering. But there's one thing I know I'll never forget. And what's that? Asked Daddy Grizzle. I'll never forget how much I love you, Daddy Grizzle. The rest of their special day was spent playing in the sunshine and catching up on some much-needed daddy sleep. Is that your impression? Until Daddy Grizzle woke up and noticed something drifting down the river. Little Pip, before we go home, I think we should build ourselves a raft. But why? Asked Little Pip. Daddy Grizzle gave a big, great chuckle. What do you see? What do you see? Is that a fly? Because your dear old daddy forgot to tie up the boat. The end. What'd you think of that story, Finn? Did you like it? What'd you like about it?
Fuck. I sing.
Silly.